Welcome back. Now, Gordon Igesund's return to league football seems to be going quite well at the moment. He's won all 3 matches that he's been in charge of since taking over the reins at SuperSport United. Nandi Shabalala caught up with him to chat about life in the Premiership.
Coach, thank you very much for taking time out to speak to us.
No, it's a great pleasure.
Coach, now what everybody is saying is that you, the most decorated coach right here locally, and SuperSport United has also done really well. I mean, at one point they were winning back-to-back trophies. Is it going to be as easy as everybody is saying?
No, not at all. There's nothing easy in this game. It's a tough game, you know. But so far things have gone quite well. I'm very happy with the way things have gone. You know, you come in as a new coach, you want to change things. You've got your own philosophy, and the players have to buy into that, and they have done that. And you can see, I mean, we've won our last 3 games and scored 7 goals. So, of course, everybody's very happy at the moment.
Coach, you've pretty much done it all in terms of locally. Has it ever been a temptation for you to go maybe overseas and see what you could achieve that side?
You know, there's been opportunities once or twice, maybe in Africa and other areas, you know, in Dubai and so on and so forth. But, you know, I'm quite happy in South Africa. The football's really picked up here. There's some fantastic clubs like SuperSport, for example, to be involved with. And I'm very happy here.
What has it been like for you so far, and what would you say your goals are at SuperSport United?
I think it's been quite challenging. You know, as I said before, you know, you had to come in and you had to change things a little bit around and try and get them to play the type of football that you want them to play, and that's what I've tried to do. You know, and we're trying to play a lot more offensively. We're trying to keep the ball a bit longer. We're trying to play the type of football and winning football, of course. That's what's important. So, as I said, it's been a good challenge. The players have responded well, and the results have been there. But there's still a lot of work to be done, and we've still got to do a lot of work.
Now, Coach, obviously before joining SuperSport United, you were coaching Bafana Bafana, and it was, I assume, quite challenging coming in and taking over a team that really was in a bit of a mess, so to speak. Just how challenging was that job?
No, look, the job for any coach is very challenging, you know, because you not only got your supporters behind you, you've got the whole country supporting the team, and everybody's got an opinion. But the thing I found the most toughest was the fact that, you know, you don't spend too much time with your players. You know, here at SuperSport, at a club, you see your players in the morning every single day. In the afternoons, you're doing sessions with them, and you're with them on a daily basis. You're building up relationships. They get to understand you. You get to understand them. With the national team, it was very difficult, not only for me, as I said, but for all coaches, because the players fly in from Europe, they fly in from wherever. They come in 2 days before a match. You only got 2 days on the training field with them, and then you're expected to perform. And then straight after the game, they're already on their flights back to their respective places where they come from, in different parts of the world. And you don't get a chance to really build a relationship with your players. It's more like a business, you know, like this is my player and I'm the coach. And you need to have relationships with players. You need to understand them. And that was the most challenging part. But that's part of being a national team coach in the national team, because the clubs have got responsibility as well. They're playing in Africa. They're playing in competitions. Their players can't be released for 2 weeks with the team. So that's probably the most challenging for any coach in the national team.
And in saying that, Coach, are you happy with the job that you did at Bafana, and do you feel that you left a good legacy in terms of what your goals were?
Yeah, look, I'm very happy. You know, I mean, we played 34 games. We only lost 9. We played some of the top teams. We played Brazil, we played Spain, we played Poland, we played Algeria, we played Nigeria. We played all the top teams, you know, and we only lost 9 games. And in official competitions, which is the most important, we only lost 1 out of the World Cup. You know, I had 4 games. We won 3 out of them, so that's 75%. So yes, it was unfortunately that it was unfortunate that we never qualified, but I don't think it was any other reason. I mean, if you win 3 out of 4 games, you've got to qualify, you know. So, but that's the expectations, and I'm quite happy. And I see now that, you know, I'm very happy for Shakes. He started off very, very well. I'm happy to see that there's continuity there, because all the players he's calling up, I've called up before. You know, they've been part of a 40-man squad. So I think there is continuity, and that's very, very important with the national team. And as I said, I'm just happy for Shakes at the moment. There's a big game for us on the weekend, and hopefully we can get something out of it and go from there and qualify for Morocco 2015.
And lastly, Coach, you've always said that you have no doubt that there's plenty of talent in the country, you know, to do really well internationally. Yet we don't see many of our players going and playing overseas for overseas clubs. Can we still compete internationally on an international level, even though there aren't that many players playing overseas?
I think the biggest thing is, and it's a cliche I keep saying, and not only me, but many people say, we haven't had a good development program in our country since 2010. Not 2010, I think since 1996, when the South Africa won the African Cup of Nations and Pirates won the Champions League. From that time, we should have been building our development, but because we were so successful, we forgot about the development, and for years and years and years we haven't. I mean, for my 2 years as a national team coach, I never had any players from under 20, under 23s, under 21s. There were just no, they weren't even participating. Now you can see the difference. They're playing in under 20 tournaments and qualifying. The women's football is qualifying for tournaments because these players are now active, and that's what we need. We need our under 17s, under 20, under 23 team to be active at international level, not being active by they're playing a friendly game against Botswana or wherever. They need to go to Europe. They need to go and compete in huge, big competitions so these players can grow. And when they become international players in the national team, they just come from the same system that's getting played under 23s, under 21. So when they come to the national team, the player is ready to play. The coach doesn't have to spend 10 hours every day trying to coach his player to do a certain, or the player comes, he doesn't know what role to play. He's learned that, and I think this is a huge step. And we're not going to see success immediately, but I think in the next 5 years or 10 years, if we continue with our development like it is, you must remember Ronaldo and Messi, they didn't meet each other for the first time when Argentina played against Spain or whoever, or Brazil, whoever. These kids were playing in competitions against each other when they were under 17s, when they're under 20s, when they're under 21s, when they're under 23s, they played against each other. So when they play against each other in the senior national team, they're not overawed. But this is Lionel Messi. He knows exactly. I've played with him. I've played with him many times over the last 10 years in my development. So they're on equal footing. Sometimes if we play against a team like Spain, the players think, we're playing against Iniesta. We're playing against this one. Wow, what superstars! But they've never had the chance to play against those players at the development level. And I think slowly but surely, SAF have got a master plan. They've got a plan going forward now, and let's hope that it continues. And I think we can be very successful in world football in years to come.
Coach Gordon Igesund, thank you so much for your time, and all the best at SuperSport United.
It's a great pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
You deserve to know more. ENCA.com